Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Bob, your host for Painting with Jesus. And today's scripture is out of one of these cards. I'm just closing my eyes and I'm grabbing one. Cast your burden on the Lord and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved. From Psalm 55:22. And we'll put that over here. And I have something to share. The author of this book, Painting Calm and Wild Watercolor, has a new book out, Painting Landscapes. I really enjoyed this book, and this one is becoming a favorite. So this one I thought I'd get and see how she does landscapes. It's like real quick and easy. And I just thought I'd share that. This became available last month. And another thing for me to share, I know I said I wasn't going to do the 100-day project. But behold, I decided I had this small sketchbook. See how big it is? It's no bigger than my hand, more or less. No bigger than my hand. And I haven't painted that yet. But I figured if I get ahead of it, I should be okay. So I got leaves here. And I'm learning a technique. This wasn't the technique. But this is, you put water down first and then you put the paint. That's called wet into wet. I'm learning the wet into wet technique, and it's really cool. And so today is day 11. So I'm caught up, but I'm gone beyond because I wanted to make sure I stayed ahead of the game with the 100-day project. And so I did these. I didn't add the veins in the leaves. And then I started with these little objects because it says 100 days of small things. So I thought, well, here's this. And then the bookmark. And then, of course, some paints. And today I painted these. This is one of those little squishy balls. The eyes pop out. And these here are these. I used to be a dove singer. Me and my wife were dove singers. And that's where that comes from. And so that's that. I'm like, that's next week, Monday. So I'm good. I can take a few days off and then paint a whole mess more another day. And so now to do our project in Abide With Me in our Artful Journal Volume 2. And I was going to put the title, Abide With Me, over here, but I haven't done that yet. And I was going to, and see, I changed the words, how I did the words last time, because I'm trying to be neater. Abide with me, fast falls the eventide. And then I was having issues with the eyes, so I used my black Uniball pen on the eyes. And it looks like he had like eyeliner on, and I didn't like it, so I tried to get rid of that. And it just wouldn't go away. So anyway, there it is. It is what it is, right? But there's the completed picture. I know I didn't complete it last time because the video would have been way too long. And I changed the sky. I used a dark purple because fast falls the eventide. That's evening, and I have the sunset, even though that looks like some kind of nuclear explosion behind those mountains. And if I can reach for our project that I'm gonna start today, the words are, "The darkness deepens, Lord with me abide." And I was going to do a painting like this in the Mark Lawrence style. Mark Lawrence is an artist. He kind of paints like this, but only his is more neater. The circles are smaller. I don't know if you can make out the circles there, but you see all the circles? His are smaller. Sometimes he uses square. It's kind of interesting. I was going to do this for "The darkness deepens, Lord with me abide," and I was going to have dark colors coming down because it says fast falls the eventide. And this is how I get most of my picture ideas. I'm lying in bed in the middle of the night, and suddenly God's telling me to take a picture frame like so, and to do this, and have a look and see what you can see. And see, suddenly I have my next picture. Isn't that cool? So that is our next picture. I'm not sure about these trees, but that's the next picture. And so I have it lightly drawn out here, and I have the new lines, "The darkness deepens, Lord with me abide." And I was going to have the sky dark. And so, because it's like nighttime now, because over here was evening, the sun was setting, so over here we get a close-up of the river or lake or whatever that is. And I'm going to use number 6 round by Artify. I don't know if you can see that, but there it is. In our Dina Wakely Media Journal. You can get this journal on Amazon. This one came from Amazon. The last one in the last video the last hymn I did, not video, hymn, I got that on the Ranger Inc. website. Okay, so I'm going to start with the sky. Now hopefully, see, and then the mountain is there. See, I need water. See, this is the sky. So don't panic because it's so dark. Hopefully it doesn't go through, because it didn't go through the other one. Oh, and I'm using the DaVinci paints, Embracing Opacity. Denise's Embracing Opacity DaVinci palette. This color is called Stormy Blue. Stormy Blue. And it does look stormy, does it not? I think it's an awesome color. So once again, our scripture is "Cast your burden on the Lord." And that word "cast," that literally means to throw. Because when you cast your fishing rod, your fishing reel, or When you go fishing and you're casting and you cast out into the water, you literally are throwing. So throw, it's an aggressive, it's an aggressive word. So throw your burdens on the Lord, in other words. There. Leave some white, I guess. That could be like brightness. It could be stars. And that should be wet. And so that makes me want to do something. That makes me want to put some salt on there. Get some salt action going. I have just regular sea salt. See, you can see the granule there. Well, I thought it was there. It disappeared. No, there it is. Uh-oh, it disappeared again. Oh, well. And then it, maybe that'll hold it down. And we'll let that dry. Okay, and so our mountains back there were blue. They were light blue. And so it's dark. So they're going to be not so light blue, are they? Because it is now it's dark out. So I'm thinking they're going to be kind of grayish, are they not? And so this color is called Denise's Gray. Oh, don't go too crazy up there, Bob. And hopefully we'll see what the salt does, because see how it's, hopefully when it dries, it gets that cool effect. And see, that's one mountain or hill. See the blues getting in there. All right, now this has got to be the same, but I'm thinking it's got to be a little darker, so I'm gonna take some of that Denise's Gray and mix it with some of the blue from the sky. I think I got too much. I think I got too much here. But see, that's got a, there on the hillside there. Yes, that's okay. That's what I want. Yes, and I get most of my ideas like that. All of a sudden I'll be lying in bed, all relaxed. Because there was this one time a friend had given me an idea, and I was going to implement her idea that she had given me on a video. And the next thing I know, the spirit within me is telling me, no, you're going to do this instead on the video. And I'm like, okay, Lord, if that's what you want. And so I had to explain to her why God wanted me to do something else. And so this was purple. I don't think that mountain can be purple because it's dark anymore. But maybe it can be like a darker purple. So maybe if I take some of this color and mix it with violet iron oxide, I'd get a dark bluey purple, I think. And that's exactly what happens. And so that sort of separates. Hopefully it comes out. Boop, boop. Maybe put a little more violet iron oxide in there and more water. But see that this paper is so absorbent. It, like, the minute you put water on it, so it's hard to do some of the watercolor tricks on it. Okay, so we got the hills, we got the mountain, and we got the sky, and I got salt on there. I gotta wait for that to completely dry. See, the salt doesn't even seem to be doing its thing, which is interesting because the paper wants the water instead. Maybe I need to lighten this up down here. Is what I'm thinking. And try and blend that in, and hopefully it looks okay. There it is. All right, now this here is water. But before you get to the water, there's got to be like a little strip of land, right? And so if I put a little brown in with that color, I don't know, maybe this isn't coming out. Whoops, sorry, I hit the camera. Be patient, Bob. Don't be so quick. Oh, and I want to thank you for all the for the likes and the views on the last video. I had asked for some, and you supplied them, which has encouraged me to continue, because here I am. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for blessing me that way. And I got some new subscribers. If you like what you see, by all means, like and subscribe. And now comes the water, and the water's got to be dark. So I'll take some of this cerulean blue and mix it in with the brown. That will definitely give me a dark bluey color. Indeed. See, I should do this so you can see what I'm doing. This will be the water. And I need water. I don't know. Maybe this isn't coming out, but this is the idea. Maybe I should have done that other one. And I really enjoyed this since I started painting a hymn, painting through a hymn with a line, because you pick up what the what is really meant. Like, I was questioning, you know, why do this, you know? But that's what he means. The darkness deepens, Lord with me abide, because he just said that it was getting on to evening, and evening, it suddenly was getting darker and deeper. Apparently he must have wrote the hymn. Henry Francis Light must have wrote this hymn in the evening, probably around 6, 7 o'clock, I would imagine. Okay, and so I'm thinking, that's what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking, see, that's the violet iron oxide. That can be, if I do the water, spread it out more. Yes, that's the Purple Mountain. Okay. That seems to work. I like this. All right. Hopefully the salt is doing its thing. So I'm going to take this card. The other side says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble, Psalm 46:1. And I'm going to scrape the salt off because it looks dry, but it wasn't dry. It wasn't. That's discouraging. I should have left it on there a little longer. And I do save the salt. I just put it back in the jar I have. So if you paint and you have salt, you don't have to throw away. Oops, sorry. You don't have to throw away. Just put it back in with the others, with the rest of it, and you can reuse it. Okay, well, the salt idea didn't work because of the paper. The paper doesn't want to do that. Now I'm going to be having salt issues because I did that. Okay. And I was thinking of putting like maybe a village of some sort there, but I know what I can do. Put the moon in to show that it's night. I think, because I do have that Harvest Moon Yellow. I can use that. Right here is Harvest Moon Yellow. Sort of like a darkened moon. because of the blue underneath. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I can put some purple cloud in. The purple cloud ruined it, didn't it? Looks like a submarine. But I can go over it with the stormy blue. Maybe just a little too much stormy blue. Well, it says the darkness deepens, does it not? The darkness deepens. More salt. The darkness deepens. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go darker with the blue. See, and then we go around the moon. Maybe there's a storm a-coming. See, and because I put that other color underneath, it doesn't look half bad. See? There. That looks better. Now let that dry. Okay. Do I want a little village on the other side? Maybe. Gotta bring that up to the other. I was going to have it lighter there, but I changed my mind. Have the whole sky dark. And then put some more of that yellow for the moon in. Yeah. So we ain't gonna see the stars after all. All right. And then I want a little more. Make this just a little bit darker to let you know that there's land there. Against the sky. And that's with Denise's gray. because it's nighttime, and so this would be all dark. But see, I want that dark, that edge, so you know it's not just... Anyway, and I'm thinking the water now is gonna, I feel like everything's gonna be just a little bit darker. I sort of got like green. Well, let me get that out of the way, because I gotta... Yeah. This is a mixture of cerulean blue and raw sienna. So it's kind of a darkish greenish, as you can see. And there's that. It's water to cross. Maybe the moon shining on the water. Huh. Maybe my sky is too dark. Now, do I want to put a tree here? That's what I was thinking. But that sky's got to dry. And so if I put the tree, what color am I putting the tree? Maybe... Let's see, what do I got here? Oh, that was a darker violet. I forgot I had that color. Oh, well. Okay. Thinking. The brain is a thinking. Uh-oh. You see that smoke? That's my brain thinking. I do think I want a tree here. But I'm wondering, the other tree was like green. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some green. Okay, so I'll use phthalo green, might be the ticket, or there was a... I had another green. Nope, no I didn't. No I didn't. Alright. All I got is phthalo green. And these are DaVinci colors, my favorite paint. And so I got my phthalo green. That is like really terrific. And I'm wondering what would happen if I mixed it with this. Ooh, isn't that pretty? That just might be the thing. Wow, I get a real strong green. Okay, so there's a tree here, so I want to put the color of the tree down. There's going to be like leaves. Maybe it's a pine tree. You know how Bob Ross does it? I'm going to try doing that. It's on this side of the water. What does he say? What does he call them? Happy little trees. Happy little trees. I'm gonna need a little more green, I think. That's noisy, isn't it? What I'm using is phthalo green and phthalo green and Twilight by DaVinci, and I'm mixing the two. What Twilight is that purple I used. And so this is phthalo green and Twilight, and I got this cool green from it. Which I'm really rather pleased with. Gotta make those noises, you know. And it says the darkness deepens, so gotta, when it gets dark, see, we get down here, maybe there's light shining through, but not up there, because you don't want to see the and so I'm going to take a little bit of the hematite, and maybe you can see a this is natural hematite. That's too much water there. Maybe my sky's too dark. I don't know. The darkness deepens. I almost want to put, since that's water, I almost want to put like a lighthouse or something on the other side there. It's not the ocean. It could be a river. It could be a lake. Interesting. Part of our world today. So once again, thank you for the likes, and I got some new subscribers. Welcome to the channel, new subscribers. And yeah. Is that, I do believe that's what I want to put like a, I'm going to do it. This is where Bob ruins the painting. Do I use black? No. Huh. This is where Bob ruins the painting. Are you ready? Here he comes to ruin the painting. I'm going to put like there's something there. Like maybe there's like a village or something. That's what I want to do, like on the shore. Maybe there's like a house there. A house with a tower. So now I need a color of a roof. Uh-oh. I just messed up the paint in my palette. I mixed hematite with the main color with this olive brown. Only one thing to do. Because I'm thinking, use this color here. This is like olive brown. And see, I can just, oh no! See, I knew I'd ruin it. I'm not going to ruin it. It's going to work. This is going to work. It's going to be so awesome. There. I got to put a roof on the buildings, right? Maybe that, I don't like that. See, I can erase. There. There, I got rid of it. You'll never know. So I didn't ruin it after all. I think I want to leave it just like that. I think that's it. Okay. If that's it, then I gotta put the letters in. And then we be done. So let's see. The Darkness Deepens. Lord, Lord, with me abide. I gotta fix that D. There, that looks a little better. Then when that dries, the darkness deepens. That's definitely deep dark there. Deep midnight. And so there it is. And our next line is, when other helpers fail and comforts flee. And I have a plan for that. And we'll see if it matches what you think. I mean, what comes to mind when you think of the next line, which is, when other helpers fail and comforts flee. When I first heard that, I thought other helpers. I mean, people turn to alcohol or drugs or whatever. But no, my mind's saying, no, that's not what that is saying. So what do you think it means? Let me know in the comments below the video, when other helpers fail. I do have an idea, and we can sort of match and see if your idea is the same thing that I thought of to go with that. When other helpers fail and comforts flee. Anyway, so there it is, today's painting. It's dark, isn't it? The darkness deepens. Ooh. I had to make a funny out of it. And remember our scripture today, cast your burden on the Lord and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved. Psalm 55:22. And the other side is God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 46:1. So have heart, take encouragement, cast your burdens on him, for he cares for you.